you, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And today I'm going to be talking about the Niv to Light deck tech, which was a deck I faced in Magic Fest plus Brussels 3 times. That was twice in the MCQ and once in GP Day 2. Yeah. Well, so I decided to make a deck tech out of it. Of that deck. Yeah. It's going to be cool. Yeah. So, the lands, if you want to check out the lands, you have to go on the MTG Goldfish link. And you'll see the whole deck list. Or just check the description. The lands are also there. Yeah. So let's start off. And yeah, here we go. So this is a way of getting mana without lands. There's 3 different cards for it. There's ParallaxPotion Druid, 1 copy, 2 mana, 2/1 creature, elf druid. It has hexproof if it's untapped. Tap, add 1 mana of any color to mana pool. And Silver Incarnated, 4 copies, 2 mana, 0/3 plant, defender, hexproof. Tap, add 1 mana of any color to mana pool. And Clothis, God of Destiny, 2 copies of it. 3 mana, 4/5 legendary enchantment creature, God, indestructible. As long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Clothis isn't a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add red or green. Otherwise, you gain 2 life and it deals damage to each opponent. So, it's quite good for getting mana, dealing damage to opponents, and even just main board graveyard hate even. Yeah. It's quite good, yeah. And so this is considered mana supply, but the best mana suppliers are just Silver Incarnated and ParallaxPotion Druid. Yeah. Next one. And we got 2 copies of a ramp card. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. 3 mana, 6/6 legendary creature, Elder Giant. When Uro enters battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Whenever Uro enters battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto battlefield. Escape. Green, green, blue, blue. Exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. Yeah, it's really good because, yeah, you get, it can keep on coming back, like, when it dies, but the thing is that a way of getting rid of it from your hand, like, you just cast it, so then it dies, so you can escape it later on, but it gets you ramp, life gain, and yeah, and card draw even. Yeah, it's like Gross Fire, except you pay 1 extra mana and make it sorcery speed to gain 3 life on. Yeah. Is it really worth it? 1 mana and extra sorcery speed? 1 mana and sorcery speed to gain 3 extra life? Not unless you have the option to cast it from the graveyard, paying 4 mana and exiling 5 cards from the graveyard as a 6/6 Elder Giant, which has his ETB effect as an attack trigger as well. Now that's more like it. Next one. you need to heal up. Here are some 2 other options apart from Uro, which can also heal up with its effect. Yeah. So there's 3 copies of Sea Rhino and 1 copy of Tolsimir. Friend to Wolves, yeah. So Sea Rhino is a 4 mana 4/5 creature Rhino with trample. When Sea Rhino enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. So yeah, it's really good. It's above average, has trample and just drains 3. And Tolsimir, yeah, 5 mana 3/3 legendary elf scout. When it enters battlefield, create Voja. And Voja friend to elves, 3/3 wolf. And whenever a wolf enters battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So just turns all the wolves into wicked wolves, apart from the gain indestructible ability, and will gain you 3 life. Yeah, quite good. So yeah, Voja with Tolsimir is basically like a wicked wolf, but without the gain indestructible, but with gain 3 life. Yeah, that's how you can heal up. Next. There we go. We got Niv Mizzet himself. 3 copies of it. Nificent Reborn. 5 mana, 6/6 legendary dragon avatar, flying. When Niv Mizzet enters battlefield, review the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah. So this is how you get the cards. He enters, take 10. And you put basically anything that's 2 colors, but the color combination was not selected. So yeah, it's like a massive card draw on an above average creature with flying. Yeah, it's so good. You get all the removals, solutions, board wipes. Well, you may not need board wipes if you have Niv Mizzet, but yeah. And just big creatures, life gains, yeah. Anything that your deck has, Niv Mizzet can just find it because he just picks up a 6th of your deck. Which probably by then is only a 5th of your deck, or a quarter of the deck. So you're probably going to find what you need in this quarter or 5th, 6th, whatever, yeah. In this big block of cards. Yeah. Next one. So there's Karanos. It's a 5 mana 6/5 legendary enchantment creature, god indestructible. As long as your devotion to blue and red is less than 7, he isn't a creature. Reveal a first card you draw on each of your turns. Whenever you reveal a land card this way, draw a card. Whenever you reveal a non-land card this way, deals 3 damage to any target. So, yeah. If you're down to top deck, or like you just need more stuff, and you draw land, you draw another one. So you're more likely to get better top decks. But if you don't draw land, you get to just deal damage to stuff. And yeah, well, you deal damage to stuff. So yeah, you bolt if you didn't find land, if you didn't get land. But if you got land, you get something else as well, which is quite cool. It might be another land, who knows? But you're more likely to get something good on that extra card you draw. But otherwise, it's like you're getting 2 in 1. You get bolt plus useful card when you draw a useful card. If you draw land, you draw another card, which can be a useful card or just another land. I don't know. What do you want? Well, not really what do you want. What do you get with Keranos? Okay. What you get is what you also get. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Like, you get what you get, and then you get something else as well with Keranos. It's quite good. Yeah. Next one. And we got Tafari, Time Raveler, 3 copies of it as a Planeswalker in the deck. 3 mana for loyalty, legendary Planeswalker Teferi. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they could cast a sorcery. +1. On your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. -3. Return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand. Draw card. Yeah. It's really good. Like, Teferi can just get you cards, bounce other stuff, flash your sorceries if that's necessary, make your stuff uncounterable, practically saying, yeah, because they can only cast spells as sorcery speed. So yeah, it's a really good card. Teferi, Time Raveler. Yeah. So yeah, that's Teferi, that's a Planeswalker. Also, you can reiterate Niv Mizzet's ETB or Seek Grinder's ETB, Tolsimir's ETB with Teferi if you bounce as well, which is quite good. Don't do that to Uro, you know what's going to happen. When you bounce him, he goes to hand, you cast it, and he's dead again. You should not Teferi an Uro. Remember, well, you should not Teferi your own Uro. Do Teferi an opponent's Uro. But don't do it to your own Uro, because you don't want to know what happens. Yeah. But do with this, and this. Yeah. So next one. And we got some removals. So there's 2 Abrupt Decays, which is a 2 mana instant, can't be countered, destroy target non-land permanent of CMC 3 or less. Yeah. It's a really quick removal, better than Assassin's Trophy. It just kills just about anything in this format. Yeah. So Abrupt Decay is just really good. Uncountable power. So yeah. Well, yeah. The only way you just practically counter it is with a Spell Queller. And that's quite bad because this deck is not good against, well, actually not quite bad. This deck is actually quite good against against Collected Company decks. And yeah, Abrupt Decay is what should be removed when you're playing against a Collected Company, because it can't get countered, but can get exiled from the stack. That's a thing. Yeah. Dreadbore's just one copy, 2 mana, sorcery, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Yeah. So it's like a quick, also 2 mana removal. Cheap removal, not quick removal, unlike Abrupt Decay, but yeah. It's quite good. It just kills about anything with Dreadbore. Abrupt Decay just kills a lot of stuff, uncounterable, but restricted to cost. But Dreadbore just kills any creature, planeswalker, yeah. No more explanations, yeah. That's one. And we got the board wipes. 1 copy of each. And you have a Supreme Verdict in your sideboard as well. Just in case. So there's Deafening Clarion. 3 mana sorcery. Choose one or both. Deals 3 damage to each creature. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Yeah. So it's a board wipe. Well, it gives your creatures lifelink. Then you can choose to board wipe or not. Probably you would board wipe if you play Deafening Clarion. And there's Supreme Verdict. 4 mana sorcery, can't be countered, destroy all creatures. Yeah. Yep. That's it. Basically what this is. Basically what it does. Breaks everything. Yeah. No more explanations needed. Oh, and you can't counter it. Yeah, so you board away. What do you do against it? Oh, Spell Queller. What is a Spell Queller and its power? Being able to counter the uncountable. Yeah, Ashiok's Erasure can do the same. Yeah, next one. And we got some bigger removals. They're just like removals, but now even bigger. Higher mana cost, higher effects even. Yeah, that's the real power there. So enter the God Eternals. It's 5 mana sorcery, deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalk. Oh wait, only target creature, never mind that. And you gain 4 life. And you gain life equal to damage dealt this way? Oh wait. Yeah, and you gain life equal to damage dealt this way. So probably it's 4, but if there's some damage enhancers or damage reduction, you may gain more or less. Target player mills 4. And amass 4. So yeah, removal, life gain. So yeah, this is just another way of healing up as well. Life gain, removal, mill, and another creature as well. Utter End is just 4 mana instant. It's outright non-land permanent. So yeah, straight up just eliminates anything completely by exiling it. Nothing else. Yeah, simple card. And yeah, Utter End, solution to most problems. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, Utter End, instant speed as well. Really good. You should try it. So next one is yeah. So Derson Enchantment, which is Oath of Kaya, 1 copy. 3 mana legendary enchantment, deals 3 damage. When enters battlefield, deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. And whenever an opponent attacks Tafari, yeah, well, a planeswalker control with 1 or more creatures. So basically in this case it's just Tafari because that's the only planeswalker in the deck. It deals 2 damage to that player and you gain 2 life. So yeah, this is just life gain removal or just a heal it, which works well with Teferi because you can bounce Oath of Kaya just to reiterate this effect. And Planeswalker protection, because when they attack Teferi with this on the board, they'll reconsider attacking Teferi. They instead, because if they attack Teferi, you'd gain a life and they take damage. So it makes it easier to kill them, and it makes it harder to kill you as well. So yeah, it's really good as Planeswalker protection, removal, direct damage, and life gain. Yeah. It's just really good. Next one. So there's Unworthy Go, which is basically an anything removal. So there's 1 in the main board and 2 in the sideboard. Unworthy Go is 3 mana. Okay. 3 mana sorcery. Choose a card name. Yep, that includes basic lands and just lands in general. Yeah. Search your opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards of that name and exile them. That player shuffles their library, then draws a card for each card. It's out from their hand this way. Yeah. It's quite good. Yeah. Because they can just kill about anything. Just get rid of the opponent's best card, even lands, like it. Yeah. So it just eliminates cards from the opponent's deck. And it's really good. Yeah. So Unworthy Go is just a really good card. So, next one. Now this is how you get Niv Missive, 4 copies of it. Bring to light. 5 mana sorcery. Converge. Search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery with CMC less than or equal to number of colors of mana spent to cast Bring to Light. Exile it, then shuffle your library. You may cast it for free. Wow! So you just do 5 colors, Bring to Light, get Niv Missive now, yeah, or just what you need. Keranos? Tafari? Seek Rhino? Tosimir? But preferably Niv Missive with Bring to Light's effect. Yeah. Now that's how you get him. So, Bring to Light is just really good. Yeah. It's like if you're playing 7 Niv Missives in the deck. 3 the 3 actual ones, and 4 Bring to Lights to get them. And if you don't get Niv Missive, you can get something else with him. With Bring to Light. Yeah. It's really good. Oh wait, you can't get Teferi with it. Never mind. You can't get. It's only creature and sorcery. Yeah. So let's get to the next one. We got the. So yeah. Of course, there's 26 lands, but the main land, the land. The most powerful land in your deck is Mana Confluence. 2 copies of it. Land. Tap. Pay 1 life. Add 1 mana of any color to mana pool. Yeah, it's just... Oh, hello MTG Strategist. How are you? Welcome back. Yeah. So... Yeah. And Mana Confluence is just really good. And the other 24 lands are just basic lands, or basic lands, Fabled Passages, and just dual lands. Yeah. Nothing else really interesting. This is just the main land, the most powerful land in this deck. Because since there's so many different lands, I decided to just put this one. Because I would just be filling up. It will be just full, this podcast. So that's the end of main board. It's sideboard time. Welcome back to the sideboard time. Oh. Yeah. Actually, this was a Pioneer deck I faced in Magic Fest plus Brussels. It was a deck I played against in the GP. My actual deck was just Dredge to Stretch. But yeah. I'm just explaining how this works. Yeah. And it's a really powerful deck. It's probably the one of the most powerful decks. Yeah, it's actually third in the meta right now. Niv to light. Yeah, it's just really good. Yeah, so let's get to the first card in the sideboard. So this is against artifacts. Yeah, it's 3 copies of it. 1 mana, instant. Exile a colorless creature, you gain life equal to its power. And there's many artifact decks, like Ensoul decks. Even it can deal with Walking Ballistas. You don't gain life, but you force it. You force Walking Ballista to die. Yeah. It's just really good. It's like a Path to Exile, but only for colorless, and you gain the life and not the opponent. Yeah. Yeah, it's just really good. Next one. This is against my deck, which basically my deck is Dredge's Dredge. Yeah, so they put 2 Rest in Peace, which is and 1 Kunoros. It's Rest in Peace is 2 mana, two copies of it, 2 mana enchantment. Went to battlefield, exile all graveyards. And if a card we put into graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. Yeah, it's just really good. It's really powerful. It just eliminates the graveyards and stops cards from getting to a graveyard. Yeah, it's too broken against a graveyard deck. There's also Kunoros, 1 copy of it. 3 mana, 3/3, Legendary Hound. Yeah, it's also good against life. It's also good as life gain, so it can be used against red decks as well, because they'll just out heal them. Yeah, this also can gain life. Yeah, against, but it's the gain life is against the Ensoul decks. I'm sure you're not going to put Infernal Reckoning up just to kill Bomat Careers. Are you serious? Just Infernal Reckoning a Bomat Career? You only gain 1 life, and this is just... And probably they sacrifice it in response to the effect, so you don't even gain life. They get cards. They discard nothing. Yes, really. Whoa. Kunoros, 3 mana, 3/3, Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. Creatures in graveyards can't enter battlefield, and players can't cast spells from graveyards. It's like a partial Draft Digger's Cage, because it doesn't affect libraries, but does affect graveyards. And it has Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink, which is quite good. Yeah, it's really good. Kunoros as well. Also, it's dual color, so it's fetchable with Niv right there. Yeah. So yeah. So next one. Oh wait, never mind that. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. So remember to do that if you haven't already. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, so there's extra life gain, 1 copy of each. There's Night of Autumn, which can be used against artifacts or enchantments deck. Also against red decks. So, yeah. But otherwise they can just get stronger. It's 3 mana, 2/1. Once at battlefield, choose 1. Put 2+1 counters on it, so it's above average. If you just do this. Destroy the artifact or enchantment, so you just kill anything any artifact or enchantment that's annoying, or you gain 4 life. So you can just heal up as well with this one if you're running low on HP. And there's also Blood Baron of Vizkopa, which is 5 mana, 4/4 vampire with lifelink, protection from white and from black. Yeah. And as long as you have 30 or more life and the opponent has 10 or less life, it gets +6/+6 and has flying. So if you just heal a lot and you deal a lot of damage to him, then this will get stronger as well. So you just gain more life and just finish them off once and for all. Also, it's protection from white and black. So even without flying, it's quite evasive if you're putting it against white or black decks. But probably you're putting it up against red decks because it's extra life gain. And then after that, it gains flying, so it's even more evasive. Yeah, and it can stop the flyers as well. So next one. So we got 3 copies of Mystical Dispute against blue deck. So it's 3 mana instant, but costs 2 less to cast if it targets blue spell. So it's 1 mana when you're targeting blue spell. Counter target spell unless its control pays 3. So it's a 3 mana leak, but it's 1 mana if it goes for blue instead. Yeah. It's just a really good card. Yeah. Because against the control decks, you need this to counter other board wipes or such. Yeah. So you just counter the counter deck. Yeah. Fight fire with fire, practically saying. Yeah. Yeah. It's just really good. And final one. So this is an uncountable anything removal as well. Like Unworthy Go, well, you have two of this in the sideboard. You also have a Supreme Verdict in the sideboard as well, just in case. But yeah, Slaughter Games. It's an anything removal. So it's 4 mana sorcery, can't be countered. Name an on-land card. Search the opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. Then they don't redraw for cards exiled from their hand. But yeah, Slaughter Games is just a really powerful card. It just gets rid of anything. And yeah, and there's nothing they can do about it. Except for Spell Queller! Yeah. That's its weakness, again. Yeah. Or Ashiok's Erasure. And then, well, yes, Ashiok's Erasure doesn't affect you much because you only have 1 copy of this, and it's in the sideboard, so yeah. But yeah, it's practically saying uncountable. Yeah, it is uncountable. Just what it says, but it still can get countered by stuff that exiles spells from the stack. Yeah. So these stuff can counter the uncountable. But yeah, Slaughter Games, there we go. That's a really good card. That's final card of this podcast. So yeah. Congratulations. Wait, I think this has to be changed. Yeah, this has to be changed. There we go. Now that's better. So, the logo was, so yeah, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So, why don't you like and subscribe and follow if you haven't already? Share with friends, stay tuned to our next videos, streams, and podcasts. The podcast will be live every Tuesday, except for next week's, because I'll be in Spain as well. Yeah. So there's going to be a recorded podcast instead, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. So congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.